To present the Igbo Balton Community Planner Award this year to Ismini Spiliotis, please welcome Geraldine, Lucille McEwen, Robert Ezrapour, and Chris Cirillo.
So thank you. So this is an award that really was Lucille's idea. When we lost Igbo Balton, it's now incredibly 7 years ago, we lost someone who was truly loved and who was just a very important person at HPD and part of HPD's history of rebuilding some of our most troubled communities, particularly Harlem, which sort of stole Igbo's heart, and it's where he lived and did most of his work.
I'm a native Harlemite, so of course I wanted Igbo to be recognized selfishly, so Harlem would always be at the front of the agenda, but also because of his incredible work in only a few years. He died young, but he left a big impact. He represents HPD and all of the city workers that make housing affordable and safe for New Yorkers. So please join me in giving a shout out to all of the city workers that are here and the ones that are at their desk.
When Geraldine told me that Ismini Spiliotis was going to be this year's honoree with the Igbo Balton Award, it seemed to me the best possible choice. Ismini has, like Igbo, dedicated herself to working in the most challenged neighborhoods, working with people who struggle every day to keep a roof over their heads, to build a better lives for themselves and for their children. And I can think of no one better than Ismini to carry on Igbo's legacy. So I'm very happy to be here and to help present the award.
We're blessed at Artemis to be so active in Harlem, and every day we see the fruits of Igbo's hard work and passion. So I echo Chris's sentiments. I can't think of a more qualified person who shares that passion than Ismini.
Ismini Spiliotis.
Thank you. So I'm Ismini, and I'm truly honored and humbled to be honored here today by CHPC and to receive, in particular, the Igbo Balton Award. And I want to thank Geraldine and Richard and the CHPC board for selecting me, and along with all the other awardees. I think this year I feel like I'm part of this very special group because what we've offered, whether it's Laura Jarvis or Mr. Marcus, what we've offered to New York, and particularly our commitment to working with lowest income New Yorkers who are in fact living in some of the most difficult situations. And I just want to take this very, very brief opportunity to talk. We come, from different worlds. The world, I spend almost all of my time in extremely low-income neighborhoods. But I think that if anyone asked, everyone here in this room is building, rebuilding, or preserving neighborhoods. And we actually are doing exactly the same work. But we're maybe doing it for slightly different reasons, and we may be approaching it differently. And I guess I've always seen my role not only to work with people, families, and individuals in the lowest income neighborhoods, but to actually bring the worlds of the people who don't spend as much time as I do in those particular neighborhoods together. And so I see this award and my chance to just greet you all today as kind of part of that work, which is bridging this work. And I really want to appreciate Geraldine and Richard for seeing that and providing me the opportunity to let you see the world through my lens. And actually with Igbo, I don't know if you go on the CHPC website and you see the picture of Igbo, and he's looking up, I don't know if it's on the website, but and he's looking up at buildings. You don't know which buildings he's looking at, and I don't know what you do, but when I walk around, like every building is like an opportunity. Every neighborhood is an opportunity, and that picture of Ibo is just like Chris said. It's like that's for my entire life. I just like go around. I look like a tourist. I go like looking up all the time. You know, like, oh, what could we do here? You know, and how many low and moderate income people could we house here? And so it's really great. I want to say that it's an opportunity, and then I think in true Geraldine way, it's a challenge. She's like, great, I'm going to bring Yasmini out here and you know, give her a chance to actually literally and figuratively break down barriers between us, you know, and try to figure out how we can communicate. And that's the private real estate industry and the non-for-profit development industry. I think it's really, really important that we find ways to communicate with each other and work together. And I really feel not only have I devoted my life to like doing the most for the neediest people, but actually really trying to bridge that. So I for those of you who are here who have worked with me, I expect that we will continue to do that. And for folks who are meeting me for the first time, and I represent not just me, I represent a nonprofit citywide community organization, and I feel like I'm here representing all of the nonprofit development community. Please work with us so that we can actually, from each perspective that we bring to this work, we kind of bring them together. And I think that in doing that, we'll actually be creating a much, much more inclusive city for us and for our children. So I just want to say thank you, and I look forward to working with everyone to rebuild and preserve our neighborhoods.